hello, welcome back. Today I'm doing a reading for June 20th until June 26th, 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs in Gemini, should you cross-watch. And hey, these are general readings. They may not resonate for you. That is okay. Take the things that are for you, take the lessons that are for you, take the words that resonate, and leave everything else behind. Get into your higher vibe and enjoy your next, 10 minutes or so with me. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I do hope you will choose to subscribe and be back here next week. I'm here every week, so come be my friend. If today's reading does resonate for you, leave me a thumbs up, leave me your comments, your questions, your concerns, your ideas, your favorite emojis. I love hearing from you, so whatever you want, I'm going to be down to read. Write me a little novel. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on here. Wow, a lot of twos for my numerology folks here. We're looking at balance. Overall energy is the Emperor this week, Gemini. Okay, let's talk about personal empowerment. Where do we feel empowered, or where right now do we not feel empowered in our lives? That's the question. So in the recent past, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So a decision here, I think, relating to your ability to have confidence within a group. Maybe you've been asked about leading a group. Maybe it's about joining a new group of some kind. But I think you were feeling a little unsure about where you stood, if you thought you'd fit in, if you, could jive with these people, hang with these people. So a decision that needed to be made there for you. In present energy, though, King of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So maybe this was about leaving a job, moving into a new workplace, or moving into a new work team in the same workplace. But I think we are finding you feeling quite empowered here, feeling like this was the right fit for you, feeling like this was the balance that you needed. Maybe you weren't getting to do enough communicating or something else where you were previously, and it's giving you that opportunity. But it's going to feel pretty good, I think, for you in the present moment. Coming into future energy, Five of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the King of Swords. So I think we're dealing a little bit with some imposter syndrome here, Gemini. You've got a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts, a lot of things you want to communicate, but I think you're having trouble expressing yourself adequately, or expressing yourself in the ways that you think you need to. Overall, this energy to me feels like you're maybe being pushed into a leadership role of some kind that you don't feel you're necessarily prepared to take on. And this is a bit about the learning curve, about where you have power. You present here as King of Swords, okay? And King of Pentacles energy is around you, and Emperor energy is around you. You're on the up and up. You can do this. You are the right person. But I don't know that you're trusting yourself necessarily, and I think you have some fear of letting other people down. We'll do some clarifying to find out more. I'll start with the Emperor. Ooh, okay, what just flew out? Knight of Inspiration, Four of Inspiration, and the Six of Emotions. I think initially you weren't really sure if you were going to get this role or not. You didn't want to celebrate too soon, because that may have been how you handled things in the past. Like maybe you're like, I'm a shoo-in. This is going to be fine. I got this. And then it didn't work out. Then you feel embarrassed by it. So I think there was some fear here of repeating that pattern if that's how you used to be. Not wanting to repeat that past pattern, but feeling very excited. Yeah. Very excited, and like you've been preparing for it. Three materials just fell out there. But I think this one's going to be a little bit different. I think this one feels better for you. You just don't want to, jinx it, which has been a theme in a couple of the readings. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords in the recent past. Not in your readings, and like the readings this week in general. We've got some imposter syndrome coming up. The Tower, Ace of Inspiration, and Awakening. Yeah, I think this is going to be a surprise to you when the option comes up. It's going to equally excite and scare you. It's going to definitely speak to your passion, and it's going to make you reevaluate, what the trajectory is that you're on. Because I think this is going to change some things for how you move forward from here. And I don't know that you are entirely wanting or ready to make those changes. Let's take a look at the Two of Cups here in the present energy for you. Seven of Emotions, Five of Emotions, and the Page of Materials for you here. Yeah, it's bringing up a lot of conflicting feelings for you, Gemini. It's like, I think you feel very passionately about what you're doing and you like being part of the team dynamic, but you're not sure how you feel about having to lead the team dynamic or having to be put in a position where you're no longer on the same playing field as everybody else. You want to be seen as moving forward at the same pace as others. You don't want to let people down. Like, I think this is raising a lot of fear of letting down others for you. Even though like it might be a really great opportunity, it doesn't feel that way to you necessarily just yet. Let's look at the King of Swords and the future energies, which is very much your energy here, Gemini. Muse of Inspiration, Four of Emotions coming up, and the Knight of Materials. Yeah, you're feeling distracted, but distracted like by the decision, distracted by what I'm going to do, distracted by what this is going to mean for me. A lot of thoughts, a lot of conflicting thoughts, a lot of conflicting emotions. But I do think ultimately you are going to move forward on this because I do think you recognize what value you can bring into whatever this role is that you're coming up for. But you're gonna try and take it slow and steady. Maybe it is like you to generally like go charging in on things, and this one you really want to just like slow it down, take it easy, not set yourself up for failure or perceive that you're setting yourself up for failure. We'll take one last message here for you, Gemini, before I wrap this up. Six of Cups coming up again. Page of Cups and the Star. I think perhaps you had an opportunity to do this before and the timing wasn't right, and there is some fear here that the timing still isn't right or that you're not ready yet. It's a goal that you've been working towards. It's something that you want to do, something you want to achieve, and you care a lot about it, but you previously failed at it or just came up short at getting it. And so I think you're, again, dealing with some imposter syndrome here, feeling fear of standing out from a group that you feel you belong really well to right now. So you don't want to mess up that dynamic. And you also don't want to let those people down. So we need to work a little bit on believing in ourselves a bit more here, recognize your strengths. Maybe for you, Gemini, you're really, communicative people. Write down a pro-con list, like have a conversation with somebody you trust, maybe somebody in this group if you feel that you can trust them with that information. And again, I think going slow is probably fine. Only fools rush in. We don't need to do it all at once. But like trust your process and like honor all the emotions that are coming up for you right now, because I see that a lot of feelings are surfacing, a lot of conflicting feelings are surfacing, and you just need to be able to process them. You don't have to rush to a decision, okay? I hope that's helpful to you. If it was, leave a thumbs up, do subscribe, and I'll see you back here next week.